and then we'll get it started. So I'm going to turn it over to him.
All right, and I need everybody to let me actually breathe.
Thank you, Cheryl. We will win. We will win. We will win. I want to share a story with you about someone I've known for a very long time and someone I know very well. His name is Dennis. Since Dennis was a young boy, he had one dream: that of playing in the National Football League one day. However, all Dennis remembers is how everybody told him how difficult it would be, and that more than likely he would not fulfill his dream. During his freshman year, before his freshman year in high school, Dennis had a grand mal seizure, thus he was diagnosed with epilepsy. His neurologist at the time told him not to play football for fear if he took a vicious hit to the head, it could cause paralysis. This did not deter him. Instead, he chose to change positions and become a kicker and punter. Although he knew it wouldn't be easy, he was bound and determined to learn and perfect this new skill of being a kicker and punter and make it happen. And at 5'1" and a whopping 100 pounds, he ended up being the starting kicker and punter for the varsity football team as a freshman. After high school, Dennis had no scholarship offers. Therefore, he decided to walk on to Arizona State University, where he was third on the depth chart. He was discouraged? Yes. Did he give up? No. He had this philosophy: if it's going to be, it's up to me. If it's going to be, it's up to me. Dennis kept working very hard. And at the start of the first game in the fall of 1987 against the University of Illinois, Dennis was the starting kickoff specialist for the Sun Devils. After graduating from ASU, he earned his degree, but the NFL did not come knocking at his door nor calling his telephone. He was disappointed, but again, he wasn't going to give up. He had his dream as a young boy, and he was determined to make that dream become a reality. Several people told him, "You obviously aren't good enough to play in the NFL. So just go out, get a real job, use your degree." However, Dennis would not listen, for he knew the only critic whose judgment he must pass was that of that man that stared back at him in the glass. In 1991, his hard work, perseverance, and dedication paid off as he signed an NFL contract with the Buffalo Bills, later playing for the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. I am sure all of you here today have obstacles in your life. During my research for this event, I know all of you that suffer from Chiari and or SM, you experience obstacles every day. Chronic pain, chronic fatigue, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, numbness, tingling, and several others you experience on a daily basis. How do you overcome these obstacles? W. Mitchell, a famous motivational speaker, leaves this message with his audience: it's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. The easy thing in life when faced with adversity is to give up. But thankfully God gave us two ends. He gave us one to sit on, and thankfully He gave us one to think with. Success depends upon which one you use. Heads you win, tails you lose. If you give up, which of the two ends are you using? However, by using the end God gave you to think with, and by applying 3 principles of success to your daily life, you will be able to overcome all adversity and obstacles in your life. What I have to say to you today, it's nothing magical, and for some of you, you've probably already heard it before. My objective is to simply bring these thoughts and these ideas from your subconscious to your conscious state of mind. The 3 roads to success are goals, attitude, and limitations. Today, in a minute, I will discuss attitude. But first, take for example, if you will, that prior to having the obstacles in your life and your Chiari and or SM, let's say you're capable of doing 10,000 things. As a result of your Chiari and or SM and other obstacles, now you're only capable of doing 8,000 things. By applying the success principles in your life, you will benefit in that you will not focus on the 2,000 things you cannot do. Rather, you will focus on the 8,000 things you can do. Now let me talk about attitude. You must have the correct attitude, as our attitudes shape our future. There are 2 types of attitudes, positive and negative. A person with a positive attitude aims for success, aims to achieve high goals. A person with a negative attitude aims for nothing. There is very little difference between people. However, that little difference makes a big difference. That little difference is our attitude. The big difference is whether that attitude is positive or negative. We have a choice every day of which attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change our past, and we cannot change how others act toward us or how they treat us. But what we all can change is our attitude. On January 26, 1995, Dennis arrived at a hospital where he was to undergo the biggest obstacle of his life, brain surgery. Since that date, Dennis has had a total of 28 Chiari-related brain surgeries. He just informed me yesterday that he spoke to his neurosurgeon, and within the next month, he'll be having his 29th brain surgery. I'm sure some of you at this point are asking yourselves, how is it that I know so much about this man named Dennis? Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I know all these things about Dennis is because I am that man, Dennis Christopher Dugan. Many say that the cure to Chiari is as simple as having one operation and you're completely healed. Comments like these are obviously said by those who, 1, have not experienced Chiari and or SM, and 2, have definitely not done any thorough research, or for that matter, any research at all on Chiari and or SM. I don't care how many operations it takes me. I'm going to continue to battle my Chiari and all the pain that comes with dealing with Chiari. Every single day, I'm going to continue to deal with it with a positive mental attitude and with my spiritual faith. It's events like these. It's events like these that raise awareness and that raise money for Chiari. That one day we will have a cure. I just pray and hope that that day is sooner rather than later. I found it pretty ironic when I went to the Conquer Chiari website that one of their mottos was, "We will win." During my playing days, when it was late in the fourth quarter and we needed a game-winning field goal, all of my teammates, coaches, and fans in the stands together would chant, "We will win! We will win. We will win. We will win. We will win. The most important of those three words to me is win. Win stands for what's important now. And what's important now, ladies and gentlemen, is I stop talking, you start stretching your arms and legs, I take this jacket off, loosen my tie, and together we will conquer Chiari, and together we will win. Thank you.